2 as well. So that is not a big deal. Maybe I'm gonna do a 2 and a 3 now. Let's see how the 2-inch will turn out. So let me first tell you the correct measurements. So we're gonna cut in total 4 times, but yeah. So that's a 7 by 10 1/8 inch, and we score 1/2 inch around. Then you need 4 times to cut 7 by 3 inch, score 1/2 inch around. And then 2 times 10 1/8 by 3 inch, score 1/2 inch around. Okay, so that is what I'm gonna do. So we are going to cut a 10 1/8 by 7. Score all the way around. Here we go. We need, well, actually 3 more, but first I am gonna do 1 to see if I am satisfied with the 2-inch wideness. And maybe you even can make first what you would love to make, a mini album or a file folder, and then see how wide you need this to be made. But I think a 2-inch will give you more space to add something inside. Then we are going for the 7 by 3. Here we go. And we do need this one more time. Almost time to let the dogs out. Their nap is done, and then we need a 3 by 10 1/8. Half inch all the way around. Alright, those are my pieces. And I think you know now a little bit how it all works. Yeah, I was just a little arguing with myself with adding the tape where and when. But yeah, if you don't mind using your tape after cutting, then that's okay, of course. It's totally up to you. But yeah, actually I did make 2 mistakes with the tape, but that's, yeah, not that of a big deal. Je buiten? Moet jij naar buiten? Ja, je hebt net een dutje gedaan, hè? She needs to go out. My other 2 are still nicely sleeping, but when I do 1 out, then the other ones also need to go out. Otherwise, sometimes I just feel that I am a door person. How you call that? There is a word in English for that, but I don't know that. But let me call the door girl. I need to let them out for just a minute. Ja, ja, ik laat jou buiten, schatje. Jazeker. Ja, kom maar. beter. Okay, let's see if I did it correctly this time. So all the small ones, Pansy, hou eens op. I just gave them a snack. But the big one has always very fast. And then she is going to see if she can steal it from the little ones. Alright. So the small pieces all at once. Not all at once, but all at the same spot. Only the big ones has one side on the other side. And the rest, everything. So 3 sides and 1. Leave that open because we are going to glue that inside. Alright, so let's check if I am correct. So let's do this first. Alright, so these are the outsides. Then we're gonna grab the back. Let's do this again. So I'm gonna try to put this just a little over or at the same. Just gonna try to put this just a little over the edge of the fold line. Let's do the same thing with this side. Place this on just a little tiny bit over the edge. Then this part is a little bit easier to fold over. Here we go. Alright, that's part 1. Schat, je bent net buiten geweest. Nou is het klaar. Alright, so now we're going to do the small pieces. Let's see how it all worked. Did I it again? I did it again. I did it again. This was actually on the outside. Okay. Stupid of me, but the first time was also not a big deal. But why did I did it again? And this time, this is as well not correct. Alright, so I hope the rest is. Alright, so this on this piece we need as well. Add 1 piece on the inside. On the outside, of course, and just take your time. Put this at least on the same spot as the fold line, or a tiny little bit over it, but line this up right here. I hope you, I'm totally out of frame, I'm so sorry. I'm out of frame. Line it up, guys. Just line this up right here. Here we go. Let's go to the other side. Okay, how can we do this? This way. I think this is the easiest way to do this. So I can lean on here. Line it up. And then I can still go to the back. That's the smallest one. Who tells the puppy that enough is enough. Okay. Burnish it down, guys. Burnish it down. And then I first go do the back, because the back has now only have one, but that's okay. Burnish it down, and then we can go to the outside. They are annoying each other a little bit. Alright. Don't forget to burnish it down, 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 burnish it down. Flip it over, burnish it down. And then just squeeze those edges a little bit. There you go. Let's go to the other side. Are we having fun, guys? Or you are already hating me? Well, sometimes you just need to do something different. Not always do the same things. Alright, fold this nice. I'm just gonna move this till here. And then I think I am gonna squeeze this one down. And then I go to the back. Yep, that works for me. Okay. Yeah, with this one again, I am gonna do the bottom first. Put this perfectly in the corner. Don't forget to burnish it down. Let's go in. Here we go, guys. We did it. Yeah, this is so much better, guys. So yeah, you still can choose if how wide you want to make this. Now this is a 2, but the other one was a 3. So if you want to change that, then you definitely just need to do 7 by 4 or 10-1/8 by 4. That's all up to you. That's all up to you. So this is a 3 and this is a 2. I think a 2 is more than enough, but... Hallo, wat ben je allemaal aan het doen? So yeah, I definitely think a 2 is enough to make 2 nice folios that fits nicely in here. Alright, so that's the deal. So one goes here, one goes here, and then we're just gonna make, well, you also can make it this way. What? Wait just a second. Then maybe the puppy wants to go longer outside. Alright, so that's still a little bit what I am searching for, but I do want that you have one piece here, you have one piece here, and then I want to make another one that goes here. That's actually the idea. Or is this enough? I don't know. I want to make 2 folios. Yes, okay. So I am definitely going to make One more. You're gonna hate me. I told you you're gonna hate me for this. We also want to reinforce this. That's what size? Yeah, you just can. I'm gonna write that down for you guys, just because you want to know, because I want to know. So we're gonna cut this at 8, 7, 8, and we do need that 2, 4, 6, 8 times. And that's with this one, it's a, let's say a 178. 178. And this is going to be, ooh, yeah, I think a 578 by 578. And then this was a 178, also a 578, 2, 4, 6, 8 times. And then the back is as well a 178 by 878. And this one we have 2, 2, 4 times. So if you have leftovers and you want to reinforce this, which I am gonna do as well, then you're gonna need these measurements. I hope you can see this. I forgot to use my thicker marker, but those are the measurements that I'm gonna cut down to reinforce this, but I need to make one more. Alright, so just use this again and let's make one more. Good heaven, where am I totally insane of doing all this? Yep, it's fun, guys, it's so much fun. It is. But a lot of work, but we love that. So grab a cup of tea, grab a cup of coffee, or a glass of wine maybe if you are in the evening, and let's just make another one. Yes, okay. So I have cut down the inner pieces. Just gonna glue these in, same thing as we did with the square ones. Leave a millimeter out. And just make it a little thicker. You only need to do first the inside because now it's easy to access, and the outside we will wait for a minute. Place it down on the place you want it and burnish it down. Same things with the small pieces. So do all 5 sides on each of these. And then one at the back. Burnish it down. There we go. All right, that's the inside. Of course, there is also going to be on the outside, but let me first do the insides. Okay, guys, done. But now we just have to decide how we are going to put this together. So I was thinking one here and one here, so you have one piece here and one piece on the outside, so that's one side, and then one piece right here, well actually two, but then the other side I want the opening on that side. So I hope you can see this. So you have one opening here, one piece of the square ones on this side, and then you do have two pieces on this side and one empty one. But I think that would be cool. The other version is you can either put like this, so you have this on one side, two empty pieces where you can put some decorations on, and the other part on this side. So there are several options that you can do. But I think I like what I had in mind better. So one, then you have three sides where there's an opening, only one piece is not. What do you think about that? I think it's playful to do it like this. So I'm just gonna do it this way, but if you think I want it different, then it's totally up to you, of course, that you are going to change that. So I'm gonna stick with my plan. So I'm first gonna glue these two together, meaning that I am gonna do one piece with tape. And this is just to reinforce everything, because you don't want to make a wonky, but yeah, maybe you were thinking, why did you not use chipboard for that? But guys, do you know how many chipboard that you gonna need then? So much that it's ridiculous. Because yeah, I do ship worldwide, guys, so if I do need 1mm chipboard with all this to be made, then that's just too ridiculous. And I think if you just use some extra pieces like I did right here with the extra pieces of paper, then it is sturdy, guys. It is definitely sturdy. So I'm not worried about that whatsoever. I'm gonna do one more on this side, but then only using glue. Here we go. Let's place that on top. Alright, burnish it down. Let's burnish this one as well. Okay, so one here and one here. Just need some more burnishments. Yes, okay, one opening here and the other side that side. All right. Make sure that the glue is enough dry. go. Okay, definitely don't be too picky with your glue. So again, I am gonna put this at the bottom. See, like this, but we will burnish that down in a second. Check if this is as well okay. Alright, let's burnish everything down and make sure that your glue is dry. So this is gonna take a while, so I'll be back in a second. Just make sure that you burnish this well. Alright, I'll be back in a sec. Okay, I'm gonna glue these two together with using a piece of paper. You can measure, or you just can use old-fashioned way. Make it a little smaller. Okay, let's cut this piece. I'm gonna tape this piece. I think I'm gonna do two sides of this one. What do you think? Is that necessary? I think it is. We just want to make this sturdy as much as possible. Here we go. Alright, so let's put one side. Yep, I like to have my fingers dirty. Alright, so this is the front, so then one piece goes on here. We can burnish this down still. Go. Okay. Just had to close the door beside me, otherwise all kind of papers or back taping will be falling in. We don't want that. No, we don't want that. Alright, let's see if I have enough. Why do I smooch this out with my fingers? Is so that as less glue will dripping under. Alright, so I like one this side and one here, so I just check which side. Just checking if everything is fine. Now this we can't be that easily smooching, not smooching, burnish. So I'm just gonna take my time. We can't push that hard, but we definitely can push some bit of reinforcement. Let's turn this over. You can feel how much pressure you can put in here. Alright, let's keep this dry. Alright, so this is, yeah, this needs a little bit, maybe we can let this dry a minute and put something on here. So it is nicely dry at the end. Before we go further, you also can go in. Just check every corner if it's okay. This side is nice. Alright, so that's one piece. Let's see, it was this side. Now I want to glue these together. So again, I'm gonna use a piece that fits on here. Close as I can to the edges, but I don't want to see anything popping out. So I first am going to cut this piece, and then I'm going to check if it's fitting on the other part before I put tape or glue on. Let's check it out. That fits as a charm. Alright, well, you know the drills. Put some tape on and leave your leftovers. Let's glue that back, those two pieces together. Okay, and then we are so far so cool. Sorry guys. So what do you think? I like it, like it, like it, like it. This is the way I want it. So we have 3 compartments on this side, 3 on this one, exits to 1 opening for an album, and 1 on this side. So cool. Now I was thinking maybe we can make these edges a little bit better by What if we cut a nice piece of paper that fits here, but we're gonna make a 1/2 inch or maybe a 1 inch that goes inside. So we have these edges right here, not. And then same thing here, just a full one, so that covers up this area as well. Okay, I think that. And then for this one, we are going to do that same thing, but then we're gonna make some cuttings in here. And then, yeah. I'm gonna start with the easy part. I'm just gonna do that. How many papers do we need? I don't care. And I did not count them. I think at the end we have used a lot. Alright, I'm gonna make a little mark here, so I know I'm gonna cut down a 1 inch larger. Alright, let's make this box even better. So I have my mark and I'm gonna cut 1 inch and I am going to score on that mark. Oh, sorry guys. Everything was falling down. Alright, so let's check that out. Let's see, that is nice. I was thinking maybe it could go a little further. See, we have some openings here. We have some openings. Testing it out. Let's score a 1/8 larger. Testing, we are in the testing mode. How we can make all this as pretty as it can get. Here we go. What if it was, yeah, this side is so much better. So I definitely want this completely on the edge. So I don't see these fold lines. That is what I want. Will this be covered? Yes, this will be covered, this fold line. Or I can make another one, of course, but I think this will cover everything. So if you are going to cut yours next, then first, well, maybe you even can glue this down and then fold it inside. We're going to test that out on this side. Let's test it out. Let's see, we have this piece that was fitting completely. Yep. So what if we just put this in here? Well, this is a little larger, but do I want this completely at the edge? And this one is actually not particularly needed, but because here we don't have any little edges. But what if we add glue on here and then fold this around, so you know exactly where the fold needs to be. So just do that a little with your hands. And then you see, then you absolutely know for sure where your fold line is needed to be. Alright. And if you don't make the fold line too tight, I'm not going to burnish this down, then you even have a nice round look. Yes, that's what I like. Shall I just keep this long? Yes, because we always can put another inside. Oh yes, let's do that. So just gonna go in with my glue and let's make it nicer. go. Nicely on its place. Let's burnish this down. And then just fold this inside and burnish it down. Perfect, guys. Oh my gosh, this looks so neat. Like it. Let's do the same thing on this, but then with a new piece of paper. So I definitely need to go completely inside, so don't make this too long. Let me first cut this. Check if this fits inside, and it just, so that's enough. Let's just place this here, and we don't need a too large one. So let's create a mark. Here we go. What if we put glue on right away? You know, I always like to test things. So what is the perfect way? I think there is no perfect way. It's the perfect way when you are feeling comfortable with doing things. That's the most important thing. So I'm just gonna put this as close as I can get this to the edges, because I don't want to see those ends. Alright, if you are satisfied, burnish it down. Okay, the rest we can do in a second. Just fold this inside. Let's see if we can make this as nice as on the other side. See, there are some crooked things here, but the glue is not dry completely on this side. Not bad, not bad at all. Just keep coming in and burnish it down till your glue is dry. Yeah, not bad at all, guys. This looks very, very cute. Not cute, it just looks well. I'm gonna put this over and I'm gonna burnish it down as here at this point as well. Yep, look at that, very crispy. Nice opening for your folio. Alright, so this one is done. Let's go to this side. How can we do this piece? Let's see, we have a piece left here. This will fit nicely. Let's just cut this fully. Can I not use this one for this? Yep, because this is already cut. Then I do have a little left, and this could be a little larger. So I am gonna go because I absolutely want to cover everything. Alright, let's cut this one down. Alrighty. Alright, now this part is easy, of course, to bring this fold line inside. And this one we just, well, I am gonna, well, let me first add glue on here. Then I am gonna add, let's say, 1 inch or so. There we go. Alright, leave this to this side. 1 inch, about. And let's glue this on here. Just take your time. My hubby is coming home, and that's my dogs who are reacting on that. Oh, wait just a sec. Okay, let's see how we can do this. Let's just make a mark exactly on here, and you will feel where this ends. So I'm just going in with my scissor till I can't go further. And I think we just need to cut this down a little bit in a long square, not square, a triangle. And then we can fold this around. Okay, I'm just going to cut in, so if it folds in, then it fits. Alright, I think I am ready to go. Look at it. Let's go inside, let's see if it all fits. It does. It does fit. So then we are just going to put some glue in, especially at where the edge is going to bend. Okay guys, just flip this over and push this inside, and then we just burnish it down. But be aware, because this is fragile, so just hold your hand under, and then you can burnish as hard as you want. This looks now. Yes, I like it. I like it. Nice crispy edges. This looks amazing. Oh yes, what all can you make with some papers? Alright guys, so we are going to do, this side is ready, this side as well, you know the drills. glue it down on this edge and then do these pieces. Let's do this. I'm gonna do the same things on the small pieces for the square ones, just to hide every single piece. So I'm gonna show you how I use this one. Look how cool. Let's burnish it down. This looks amazing. Alright, so I have a tiny little bit smaller than a 3-inch. So this will fit nicely. And I'm gonna bend this in two. So this is a 2-inch piece, but I'm not gonna squeeze this. Now to easy access, I'm just gonna cut down a little square, but not this piece right here, because we do need the total ends. And I'm just gonna peel off the tape, and I'm gonna put a little glue in the middle. There we go. Not bend this too tight because it's a little bit thicker, and then just squeeze it around. Keep your hands under when burnish this down. Yes, cool. Oh God, this looks so amazing. Let's do the same thing here. So just use a leftover pieces like this one. Just cut this a little bit smaller than a 3. I like to add 2 of the tapes. Just like that. Just bend it flawless, not too tight. Cut a little off the edges, just a tiny little bit, as they normally do with hinges, but then just not too much, just a tiny little bit, so it does not interfere the sides. Here we go, and put a little glue in the middle, and there you go. Keep your hands under, burnish it down, flip it over and burnish it down. I think if you just go gentle, then you also can go a little on top for that extra crispy. Not thought of that earlier, but oh wow. Oh my God, this looks amazing. Alright, one more to go. God, I'm so happy with this all. I love it. Yes. We can do this with just papers. Alright, of course there was going to be a nice piece at the bottom and at the top. But for now, this looks amazing, if I may say so myself. Cool, I like it. Alright guys, what's the next step? The next step is, I think, to cook my dinner. I think we did enough for today, but God, I love it. I love it. Alright, now to think of, because I'm not going to make drawers with this one. Nope. We are going to make a piece that's just pulling out. So that's... Is it? Wait just a second. Where is my... Oh, here it was just thinking, what can we put inside here? Does it? Oh my gosh! Look at that. All right. Not bad. Not bad at all. You can fit your, could be, so you don't need to have doors in here, but oh my gosh, these fits in here. I was just thinking about that. Oh my gosh, that's so cool. If you have multiple, of course, then I do have some. Where do I have those? Wait just a second. Let's see, I have 1, 2, well, the third one is here. That is so cool, guys. You can easily add 4 of these in here. That is so cool. And then just, why is this? Yeah, that's because of my, I do have the storage bin for my inks. But is it an idea? Because I have to put so much away. Okay. I have this storage bin. But that's why these are actually upside down. But oh my gosh. No way. No way. Does this fit? This is so cool. I actually can even put 5 in here. I can. 4, 5 of them I can put inside. No freaking way. And that just fits as well. Look at that. Okay, so you don't need to make any doors or drawers. You just can put these inside. How cool is that? That's so cool. Can you take them out? Yes. I would recommend that you put 4 in them. So it's easy to put them out. All easy. Yeah, then it's easy to grab it out. But yeah, I was just showing. Yeah, it does fit. Oh my gosh, it does fit. Alright guys, it's enough for today. Let's cook some dinner. My brain is overwhelming for the options. Yeah, but I love it, love it, love it. Oh my gosh, I love it. Did I tell you that I love it? I love it. Alright, see you next time. Let me put all these back inside. Love the storage thing. That's why I have make those I call that the shaded lilac. Here is nothing on it. That's why I put this on top so I can see right away. This is the one that I use right now. Love these storage bins. I think these are brand new. That's why I did not put anything on it. I think. Or I was lazy. I don't know. 4 do not have anything on it. But yep, I do love these. I have 2 of these. Love these bins. But mostly I use the same one. But if needed, we have. Okay guys, what are you gonna eat today? What? I'm gonna eat, oh, what's the word in English? Carrots, yeah, with potatoes, and then smashed potatoes with carrots and onion. We call it wortelstamp. And yesterday we had sausage with it, but today we're gonna use Unox rookworst. That's also sausage, but that's, I think, very Dutch. I don't know. But anyways, that's my dinner for today. Yes, very, very winter dinner. Okay, guys, see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.